What's up my friends and welcome back to the channel. Listen, today's video we're talking about tips for new runners. Now you might know that I just did a video on tips for new runners. It was a little more on the mental side. Don't worry if you missed that video. I am going to link to that on the end screen of this video. My friends, talking about getting started with running is so important because if you've been running for a while, you know all the benefits that it can give you. And new runners, well, we just want them to share in that passion with us. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some tips to get new runners going. You know, little things to think about to make running easier. Guys, my name is Matt and on this channel we talk about all things running. If you like running, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. If you get any value from this video or any of my other videos, be sure to give them a thumbs up. Oh, and hit that bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Okay, with that said, let's get started. I'm gonna go for a run and then after that, we're gonna talk about some tips for beginner runners. Alright guys, another great run. Okay, let's get right into the weather, alright? Today was it was pretty beautiful actually. 76 degrees Fahrenheit or 24.44 Celsius, 90% humidity, which ordinarily would be pretty brutal. I'm soaked, but there is a gorgeous breeze and it just kept me cool the entire time. So that was fantastic. Okay, today's run, 11.1 miles or about 17.86 kilometers at an average pace of 8:24 a mile, which is about 5:13 a kilometer. So as usual, started off slow and just naturally sped up, which as beginner runners, that's what you're going to find is going to be the best bet for you. Something you need to remember is never make a decision about your run within the first mile. The first mile, I don't want to say never feels good, but doesn't often feel the best part of your run. The first thing we're going to talk about for you new runners is form. And I'm really not going to go deep into it. If you have more questions about form, go ahead and write in the comments below. But I'm just going to give you a couple of pointers to get started. I want you to keep your shoulder blades back like this. Also, your head is going to be up. Now, when you get tired late in your run, this is when this is really going to come into its own. You're going to start to kind of crouch over, your head may sink down. When your head sinks down, that's pulling your weight down. If you keep your head up, imagine there's a string pulling you up from the top and your shoulders back, you will be able to breathe better and you will move forward in the best possible way. Let's just talk about the hips for a second, because the hips, we can sometimes lose them behind us. When you get tired, occasionally your head drops down, your shoulders scrunch forward, your hips can kind of come out like this. I want you to be mindful of your hips, keeping them pushed forward along with your shoulders back and your head held high, and you will run and you will be a successful runner. Alright guys, I've got some runners coming through, so I'm just going to stop it right here while they come through. I know I said that I stopped the video because there were some people coming, but it turns out they are followers of the channel, so I had them walk back and now they're going to run by and beautiful, we have runners in the video. All right, this is what it's all about. So far we have gone from our head, we have gone from our shoulders to our hips, now the feet. I'm 6'6". A lot of people tell me, Matt, you must run really fast because you can take big steps. I want you to be careful with taking big steps because it can lead to injury if you take too bigger steps. If your foot is coming out ahead of your knee, the impact forces on your body go through the roof. I want you to land under your body. I want you to land so your foot is under your knee. A little thing I like to think of when I'm picking up the pace towards the end of the race, take shorter steps. So I kind of increase my cadence and that will naturally move you forward faster. Now we all know that speed is just a product of stride length and cadence, but be careful with your stride length. Don't go too far. That's it outside. I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna shower, and when you see me again, I'm gonna be all clean. We're gonna finish talking about stuff to make being a new runner easier. Come on. Oh, knowing that correct form is so important. I hope some of those tips helped you. If you have any other form tips, go ahead and write them in the comments below. I know that people will get value from that. Next up is speed. My friends, I just want to encourage you that There is no speed limit with running. I want you to run slow in the beginning. By running slow, you will find this sport so much more enjoyable. And what is running slow? Well, it's at a conversational pace. I want you to be able to run next to someone and actually have a conversation. Now, there are some runners out there that may not agree with me on this next one, but there is no shame in walking when you're running. Sounds a little funny, doesn't it? But listen. Running can be difficult, especially in the beginning when you're out there. You need to take just that little break, and just that little bit of walking will help you run further, help you run longer. So here's what you can do. Perhaps in the very beginning, you could get out there and run for 5 minutes, maybe even just 2 minutes, and then walk for 30 seconds or a minute. Keep repeating that over and over again, perhaps extending the amount of time that you run and ultimately shortening the amount of time that you walk, and you will just get better. Your running will feel easier. Get out there and give it a go on your next run, and I promise you, you are going to come back from your run feeling fantastic. There are times when I'm running longer distances, I think people would be surprised to find out how much walking is involved. You might remember a video I put out about, 6 months ago now, about my daughter's first 50-mile race that I was pacing her. We were breaking up our run into running for 10 minutes, walking for a minute. And that's just a way to regulate our energy output. Those 1-minute walk breaks give us the energy to run for the next 10 minutes faster than we would have if we never stopped running. Walk breaks really are a secret weapon when it comes to running for longer. There are 2 ways we can approach our running, and that is disassociation or association. Disassociation is where we take our mind off of the run. It's when we listen to music. It's when we lose our mind thinking about what we're going to have for dinner, winning the lottery, is it going to rain? We're thinking about other things, and that takes our mind off of running, and it kind of makes the time pass a lot quicker. Association is when you are in tune with your body. It's when you're running and you're thinking about everything that's going on. You are thinking about that arm carriage. You're thinking about your breathing. You're thinking about your foot strike. You're thinking about how your hips are positioned. Are they forward enough? Are your shoulders back? Are you relaxed? How is your breathing rate? All these things are going to help you to be in tune with your body, and in turn, they will make you a better runner. It's no surprise that elite runners are constantly thinking in their mind about how their body is performing. They're running a self-analysis as they're running. There is a time and a place for both disassociation and association, so use both at different times. Try them out and see what works best for you. There's a lot to be said for getting your mind right when you run. The old adage that running is 90% mental, the rest is in your head. Well, obviously, it's not 100% mental, there's a lot of training involved, but the point of that saying is that it is very much mental. If you can get your mind right, you can do anything. This is a time to throw in some positive thoughts, some positive affirmations to make yourself move forward. Know your why. Know the reason why you want to go for a run, and that is going to help you on the days and during the runs when things get a little less than easy, and they will. Perhaps if you're getting started, it's to get healthier. Perhaps it's to lose weight. Perhaps you want to run a race. Perhaps it's just for overall health and well-being. I don't know. Only you know your why, but you have to think about it and you have to know your why, and then you can tune into that as you're running when things get difficult. There are a couple of things that I want you to know about that will make you a better runner even though they're not running, and that is strength training. I'm talking about squats, lunges, heel raises, throw in a couple of push-ups, maybe a couple of dips on the chair at your dining room table. How is it going to make you a better runner? Well, your muscles aren't going to get as fatigued as you're running. Your muscles are going to be able to stand up for longer when you're out there for the run. When you're late in the run and you're getting tired, your muscles are going to have been developed by that strength training, and it will help you go further. It's going to help you hold the form that will stop you from getting injured. Don't forget about sleep. Listen, we all love to sleep. We all love to sleep, and listen, you have earned your sleep if you're out there running. Well, I mean, everyone's earned their sleep every single day. We all need to do it, but I need you to increase the value in your mind of sleep, because that is where our body gets repaired. It's when you get stronger so you can hit that next workout hard. I need you to put a premium on sleep. And I understand it's easier said than done. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I don't always practice what I preach. If you do anything I say, do this. Get enough sleep and it will make your running, it will make your whole life better. I'm going to tell you this now, and I want you to tell yourself this when you're experiencing a moment of self-doubt. Maybe it's before a run, maybe you're in the run and you're not feeling like continuing, maybe you want to cut it short. Remember, you don't have to do this. You get to do this. You get to go out there and make yourself better. The repercussions of living a healthy lifestyle just go on and on and on. It's like throwing a stone into a pond and all the little ripple effects, they all go out. That is just from you running. Remember, you don't have to do it. You get to do it. You have really been a great audience. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end of the video. If you did get any value from this video, I would love a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. New videos every week. My friends, be kind, be happy, run well, and I'll see you next time.